Alright, good evening, Smorganites, and welcome back. For those tuning in for the first time, my name is Vitamin Smart. I am your host of your cat. There we go. We're getting back from the Cold Steel tonight. We're on Chapter 4, Field Study Day 2, working on some Blue Blanc stuff. Hello, meet your daddy, your handsome boy. Alright, we're good to go. Cat Zoe is hi Kira is I'm gonna have to take her to the vet tomorrow, or at least Wednesday. That's gonna cost me a pretty penny. Yay! So I got Streamlabs avatars working for all platforms, so you might see multiple of those links. Working on it. You'll see a lot of my characters over here. Alright, so, load game. DJ yelled at me to get, yeah, so if you're on Trovo side, you can fit them with them. You can customize your one on Trovo or YouTube. So I think you can fight each other on that side. I'm not sure. Alright, so we're doing this one, then once we go to the next one, thanks for joining the Trovo side, Kira. Appreciate it. When we go to the next one, I gotta buy Reen some better armor. The gauntlets that supported the east of the city. The gauntlet is a symbol of the Bracer Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem, too. Much appreciated. I'm still trying to build up an average viewer rate over there on that side, but it's just so difficult. Yeah, the once in east parts, one mentioned in the note, seem pretty important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild. And while the capital once had two such branches, this is the easternmost branch. So I tried to do, whatever her name is, Tatsu something, that extreme fight, the chick that does the moon stuff, the black and white hair, Stormblood. Man, that's a tough fight. Me and Seal are just trying to do it. We could do it if I can get the phase down. Yeah, Tsukiyumi. Yeah, we're trying to. I need that dog to finish off all the dogs. The dog mounts. So I keep failing at the same part. If I can get that down, I'll have the fight. It's that part that's rough. I call her Moon Yo-Yo. She's now Moon Yo-Yo. While the capital once had two such branches as the easternmost branch. This must be a round table. Did you ever do the EX version of it? Ah, here it is. I can't believe even trespass into our lodging. Indeed. Though, from the look of things, it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Hate it. It's a rough fight. The moon transition right before the meteor keeps killing me. Because you have to do it just right. Get that timing down so you last long enough. Yeah. You get that dog. I need to get the clear originally, and then I need to get the dog. And I'll finish with all the dogs. I do have to go back and clear all these EXs anyways, because I haven't done them. Though, from the look of things, it doesn't seem like he touched anything else. So, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he actually is after. So Friday, I think it's my internet on Fridays. I don't know what it is, but Fridays my net just starts taking a dump. Like, down. Yeah, take your time. Fourth key is on the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Harbor. Sure enough, it's another riddle. And a rather challenging one at that. Go to the port and examine the containers on the northern east corner. First things first. Benquire Streets, I think it is. Where I go for equipment. Nope, weapons and armor, that's where I go. So we gotta upgrade Reen. Definitely gets a 60 increase, or I can go and do that. Give him. I don't know. And thanks to that one. Really need to upgrade that? Yeah, well. A little more defense. Everyone else upgrades over time. So to the port. And this is northeast. Over here. Am I here? Aha, there it is. Still bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be right. Referring to the crane. Yeah. Here, time to report. Oh, snap, crackle, ah. And that would make its weight burden these containers. Can't see a card attached to any of them, though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. Perhaps we should discuss this with whoever's in charge and ask him to check the containers for us. That'd be Port Chief Dumberto. Dumberto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he is willing to help us. Group A explained their situation to the chief, who agreed to check all the white containers for them. And just as they predicted, the card was found affixed at the bottom of one of the containers. How the devil did that get stuck to the bottom of that? He wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the container. And that would have meant using the crate. But when did he do it? None of us ever noticed anything suspicious. He has the ability to manipulate mass, I'm sure. Well, he is supposed to be a master in disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here? I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. That aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. Crimson Crown you seek sleeps within the Black Ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. This one's just as obtuse as the others, though it's also hidden near the water's edge. For all indications, I'd say the next one is here at the port too. What's up? Hey, Aaron. Hey, brother, how you doing? Been a while. How's life up in Ohio? Have you talked to Mike recently? Cold and snowy. Yeah, same here. Our snow is slowly melting. From all indications, I'd say the next one is in Heimdall Port 2. It says final key and the Crimson Crown too, so at least there's that. Oh, so. Yeah. So how's the family? Looks like this is the last one. Yeah. It's like, I'm pretty loyal to any job I work at. Just don't screw me, you know. And they're technically screwing me right now. Welcome back, Kira. So that's the only stress I have really right now, besides being always under the weather. I have a cough that keeps acting up. I've had it for a while. So I'll be at work going. I'm like, are you okay? Yeah. Steel car. My guess is that the last clue refers to the Orbital tram. It's only after I drink coffee, though. What did the scarf say to the hats? You go on ahead. I'm going to hang around a bit longer. That seems like the best fit. But, yeah, I'm not doing well. Can't complain. Still not married, so... I don't see how Mike did it, man. About marching with the minutes. Tram schedule, of course, arriving and departing at present times. Heimdall Port is the starting and ending point for all the trams in the city. So you could say the tram here is waiting for the appointed time. That makes sense. In a weird way. Guess is the place then. Let's get the driver permission to have a look inside. Excuse me. Do you think you could do us a favor? Sure. You gonna hide his face? That's Blue Blanc. What do you need? Green explained the situation of the tram driver and asked permission to search inside the tram. The infamous Phantom Thief B hid something in this tram car. But how's Mama up there? You doing okay? I haven't seen her in forever. I'll have to take Zoe to the vet tomorrow. Hi, Delt. How you doing, buddy? I came to wave. Cat's meowing. We believe that to be the case. Fine at the moment. Awesome. So when's this new Transcendence thing coming? Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on, then look around as much as you want. Because you say we need this lewd guy for it. Next month? Okay. Yeah, I'll probably have to get your help with that one. Thanks for your cooperation. It's a suitcase. Looks like there must be the Black Ark mentioned in the card. Our Phantom Thief appears to have taken no pains in hiding it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here too long ago. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyways, let's have a look inside. Like something out of Resident Evil. Inside the black cask rested a tiara embedded with dazzling chameleons. There's such a fiery glow to it. Well, this is definitely the Crimson Tiara we've been running all over town looking for. So your mom doing alright, Mom? You still smoking up a storm? Someone said, oh, I see what you got. Mine won't quit smoking. She's like, leave me alone. Get a job. Stop playing video games all day. Next month as always. This thing's worth 100 million in the year. Almost afraid to handle it. Yeah. Gotta really be careful about getting this back to the jeweler safely. No, I think I'll just take it. It's 100 million.
So the tiara really was in there, huh?
Blue Blanc.
wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'm pretty close to quitting. I'm down to like 5 a day, if that. I didn't even know you smoked. Did not really. Maybe I did know. That's good. I'm glad that you're doing better with those, Kira. 5 a day? You're getting there. It's hard to quit. And they say the more often you try to quit, the harder it gets. I'm done uploading the last video tonight. I'll do my chores and sleep for the night. Alright, man. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping in, Del. I appreciate that. That's what I heard. Take care, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna fix something real quick. Word. Depends, avatar setting. So I'll keep the avatars off for now until I figure out how to. Which panel? Install link, open browser extension. Guys, it's set for like every 3 months. I'm gonna put that in 10. Even that. 3,000. Alright, that's 10. There's 60 seconds in a minute. 6,000. 5 minutes for 3,000. So 6,000 should be. Roughly every 10 minutes, that extension they will pop out. Oh, we did. Flood mage. Cat.
I'll say, but hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you? Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
Yep.
What?
Figured it out, did we?
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with.
Hey, thank you, Kira. I like those animations.
Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see! Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid!
But
Say so.
why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
And he teleports.
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest.
Huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
Uh-huh. Teleports like
He
Final Fantasy.
disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Alright, Shireen and the others scoured the area of Phantom Thief B, but try as they might, they found no trace of him. Aaron, if you're still with us, but you have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping in, I appreciate it, man. Keep that lurk up. After reporting the details of the incident at City Hall, they trekked back to the jewelers to return the tiara. And that will end the field study day. I can't believe that you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? Give me a 100 million mira. I almost get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. No, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use all of you as convenient excuses for his last escapade. Given how fixated on us he seemed, I don't think that's all the likely. Well, better not say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much. Please take these as a token of my thanks. All Sephiroths. Hey, 500 each. Nice. A lot of Sephiroth. Are you sure that's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, there's a jewelry boutique. After all, we have more Sephiroth lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Alright. Now it says, when leaving the jewelry store, see an event, finish the side activities you need to do, and then examine the timetable near the exit of Grimos District and select Stunt District. Doing so will cause the story to advance. Whew, that was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. Reen? Something wrong, Reen? So what do you think about Trovo there, Kira? Do you like it? It's different, but kind of similar to Twitch. I was just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself as so well that he was virtually unrecognizable. Not to mention all those things he did. If there were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be a master of them. Really explored it. Yeah, me either. I've been on there for a while, but I keep forgetting. Like, I got 2 people I try to help out, and such, but like I watch them to build up their thing. Because one guy, he literally has his stream up 24 hours a day almost. Like the other night, if you went to a stream, all you saw was geese or ducks or whatever it is just roaming around in a barn. Because even one viewer at 24 hours, that's 24 hours accumulative. 2 is 48, yada yada yada, and that's how he gets his Trovo. Hey, he got up to level 1! And it's a really cool system. I would love to get more viewers on this side. Even that, like, if I could get people like when I do Dissidia, that 20 viewer rate, 15 plus, if I can get that on there, yeah, I might hit pro. Yeah, that's the Botrix leveling you up. Ugh, I can't disagree. True. Why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A, too. Oh, I can't imagine why. Hold on. They don't know. Is that my father again? Class 7, Group A, Range Schwarzer speaking. Hello, hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. Sarah? I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Oh, got it in one. How'd you guess? Don't tell me. It's your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher. I have many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyways, you don't lust after. You don't usually call us while we're on a field study. Is something wrong? Coming. I appreciate you lurking. Actually, to level up on that, I think it's chatting. Somewhere I'd like to go to Group A to go. Boop! What's up, Toa? I just got done Austin out of Blue Blanc. When you're finished up with that, have you do me a field study. I'd like for you to head over to the Skink? Like that little USB driver district. Okay, let's see. That's where Heimdall's Cathedral and embassies are, right? Yeah, but at least it comes with a bunch of animated GIFs, emotes already, which is really cool. You know, you gotta have like, you get the animated stuff, you actually have to be like Amazon paid subscription stuff. It's stupid. You would think Twitch, being as big as they are, owned by Amazon, they would provide more free stuff instead of making you pay for stuff. And you would think the building up ones would need more funding, but God. How's your night going, Toa? I think at least its academy is somewhere around there too. At least. Yeah, that's the place. I want all you assembly outside Australia's girls' school at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. Same with disc. Need nitro for the good stuff. Yeah, and there's equivalent to that, Gilded, that offers all that stuff for free. I've asked people if they want to switch over to Gilded, but no one really wanted to. Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyways, have fun, toodles. Hey, hold on. Ugh. Going good. Was raging a bit ago, trying to complete a secret objective a bit ago that I haven't completed yet. In this game? Or Sky? Or what game? Yeah, it really is. Gilded, like I said, they offer a lot of stuff. Discord does basically everything, plus a lot of what Nitro offers. Plus, one server can have dedicated sub-servers. So, for example, if you all joined one, each, like a streaming one, each streamer could have a sub-server dedicated for that. People can switch through and then link them up. It's really neat. But yeah, starting over is hard. Done as though the instructor is being here, unusual, irresponsible stuff. What game is this on? Is complete a secret objective. My Heroes One's Justice. The final secret objective of the main story of the game. Played that. Is My Heroes One? My Heroes One just one. I can look that up. That's My Hero One Justice, an Xbox game and a PlayStation. Oh, it's My Hero Academy. Okay, that's what I thought. $60. Detroit Smash! Bloop! That's on the Switch too. It's a $6 game. That must be new. Sounds as though the instructor's being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much. I don't know what she's thinking. Oh, how's the game? I didn't even know it was out. Didn't even know of it. Being explained to the rest of the team that they were to somewhat sing Astria's girls' school by 5 o'clock. Oh, I know where that is. Girls' Academy for Nobles. Isn't that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself. But I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? Kinda curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. Weird ones, probably. Almost evening. We should finish up here and start heading over. It ain't new. Back from like 2020, 19. It's still $60 for a 2-year-old game. It's nuts. Newish. The best way to get to the Sanctuary District is by tram, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we catch the tram from. It'll pass through there. Yeah, I can't speak. I almost dread to think what we'd have to do when we get there, though. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is still $60 on Steam, so I ain't surprised. Save. Alright, doing so will cause the story to advance. So we have a lot of cutscenes apparently coming up. I think we're done with all the side quests. And I can't just port there. So you have to take the tram. Examine the timetable near the exit. Still, I don't have time to do anything else once we have arrived at the district. Shall we get going? Yeah, we've done everything else. Oh yeah, it's fun. I just suck at fighting games. So is it like one of those like Street Fighter type games where you got pop, 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 and stuff like that, and story related, like Dragon Ball Z type stuff? Or is it just like, I don't know, like this stuff? American Detroit Smash! I love My Hero Academy. It's fun. Isn't a Rita fighter that the main story is based on what happened in them? Yeah. Here we have a lot of cutscenes about to come up. Oh my, a boy! 3 boys!
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
First game starts off with the internment ship arc. So where does this one lead? I've seen, I think, like, all current seasons.
Yeah, they must go to St. Astraea too.
So, the famous St. Astraea Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
weird being surrounded by girls, is all. A very fitting unicorn.
Wondering. Did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school.
I haven't caught up with the anime. Last thing I watched was back when the Overhaul arc, which was the first part. Have you read all the manga? We're up to date on that. I haven't, but if you have, you might know the general arc. Right now, Deku is training with, well, Deku, his rival dude, I can't remember his name, they got their license, and they're basically following around the Flame dude now. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. And he's trying to really bond with his son, and the family's trying to start bonding, like, get better. Endeavor, yeah, that's it. I think the last thing I remember is them rescuing his oldest son. And then the dude with the hands, just defeated like some type of military leader dude, a revolutionary leader, who then basically turns into this giant wimp who caters to his whim. I have a number of acquaintances.
I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
So around that arc.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
I like that focuses on League and Igariki Igawa, whatever is known as My Villain Academy. The villain arc. Because right now, yeah, they're basically... Yeah. So they're actually in charge of a lot of the stuff of the Academy now. They've, like, reached that point. So, My Villain Academy. And then the bird dude who's, like, a secret double agent... was basically trying to send a Hawks. Thank you. I should remember. It's probably, I can't remember him off the top of my head, but thank you. Was sending notes to Endeavor to kind of give him hints of what's going on. Endeavor kind of figured it out that there's like over like 10,000 plus people all around Japan, and they plan to do this whole takeover. Farrah wouldn't be surprised.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Yujit. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
The next arc is going to be big. That's all I'm going to say. I'm cool with that. I'm waiting for that next season.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
You're about to now.
She's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately.
You think?
He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
I can say the only anime and manga I've ever fully read, two of them, was Fairy Tail and Bleach.
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Honestly, Oliverto as a crown prince would be terrifying to think about. It really would.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact.
Now, I can understand. I could see him kind of leading well, but at the same time, I felt bad for all his servants, men and women.
I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
The worse than finding a worm in your apple. Finding half a worm in your apple. Oh! Yeah, that's definitely
Oh,
worse.
you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait, did you two...
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now. Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
Yeah, My Hero Academy has two games. One's Justice.
That must
one
be
and
Heimdall
two.
Cathedral's bell.
I'd like to try them if they weren't $60.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say?
It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District. Though that
For PC
makes
as well.
sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Rain?
Okay.
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you too.
No running off now.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here? Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine.
Princess Halfman.
Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Find it on sale.
Where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estrella Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
For a lot of cutscene. Oh, my butt. Ugh. Be about to meet the princess today. I don't think I've seen uniform before. Uniforms for Thor's military academy. My brother studied where he was younger. The Military Academy Emperor Dreshel, so yeah, I've heard fellow commoners enroll there too. Wooning! That Lady Laura always looks so gallant. Do you think she's answering here? The blonde boy Eustace, you Cabaret's son? You think the boy isn't a foreigner? He's so tall. Oh, the redhead is so cute. Silverhead guy looks like he needs hugs. The blonde girl is so uncultured. Silverhead guy? You think Sophie's a guy? I can feel their stares burning holes in my back. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. Laura's as popular as ever. Can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please do not be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people outside the school. Do you think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Ellis. Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Ellis? I don't know, and I don't care. Aw. They like your brother. Yeah, fight. So who's the ninth one?
What's in here?
Oh, there's 9 there.
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's Rose Garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside. Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
You can say
Your
that.
Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Your Highness?
No way. Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me.
Yeah, you already know who it is.
I knew it.
Princess Alphen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alphen. Alphen Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
The mischief maker. But flat flowers.
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you! I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in St. Estraya too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills.
I have to stretch out my camera so it puts me a little bit closer.
I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too.
Angelica.
Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But I... Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
Or at least, yes.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Me too. Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Reen Schwarzer.
Oh.
Elise has told me so much about you.
Your Highness!
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Reen!
Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Perhaps even.
Huh?
Oh.
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
Okay.
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer.
It's hardcore trolling Elise.
I have two brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
She she needs the drills.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness.
Looks like a kill.
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Well, assume Prince Olivert.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
It's Olivert.
Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived.
Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
It's Olivert! And his lute.
it's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well, young lady. Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable.
Careful, Elise. Don't go after Reen. He likes dark-haired boys. Might remind him of a certain
this
dual
guy?
wielder.
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school.
You think?
Whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
The pedophilia. Oh god. It's even worse in 3D.
Could he be?
I
Yes.
think that's quite enough.
Slapstick comedy.
Any more of that, and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Oh, wait. So this is... Whoa.
Indeed. Tis I, Olivert Rice Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the debaucherous prince.
You think?
I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board.
He's a chairman. Go figure. Why did it take them this long to figure out who he is? I don't know.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Oh, he is the final. He's the chairman of the board for Class 7. Not. Do it more voice acting. I don't want to read.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though.
Oh, damn it.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you.
They stop. And I think it's over. I hit the button.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
Vacation.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Liberal. I've always called it liberal. Liberal.
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
Oh, man.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Sorry.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Simple. Elegant. Yup.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this.
Bam, central. It goes all through it and it just feeds back into my chat.
That was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see.
Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it,
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
Oh.
Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him.
Van Dyke.
He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
She's so cocky.
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Purple lightning.
Wait, Purple Lightning?
I knew it!
if you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers.
I figured she was a bracer. I was like, she must be a bracer.
She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
Huh. She was just so mysterious, and then all of a sudden, it kind of makes sense because they talk about the abolishment. Save. Good. We know she's a former bracer. Now, what's up with the maid? Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alphen, of all people. Wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care of your way back to your lodgings. We will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. Wait. Ooh, she's mad at you. That smirk. Alyssa. Elise. Alice and Elise. Don't worry. Just evil grin. My character on 14 has that same facial expression. I can't find it. I understand why she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Yes, I almost forgot. Green, I have a small favor I'd like to ask you. Of me? Oh, Your Highness? Oh, another favor? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending the garden party sponsored by the local government, the start of the festival. Or rather, Magnus's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing about that myself. That's the one of the Crystal Garden in Manor Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I'd rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Reen. Whoa! At least. Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying? A dance today, a wedding tomorrow? Sure, that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, hold on a minute. Whoa. Oh, up. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, no, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had a deep tie with the imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would really likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping off my own 2 feet. That's so. Alice once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you were an excellent teacher. That you stepped lightly and very graceful. Is that not true, Reen? Well, if looks could kill. I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No, that's not what I mean, Your Highness. That's my sister, alright. She really knows how to twist a knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Oliver. That's funny. Like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling that they aren't all like this. The crocodile tears are strong with Alfie. Yes, they are. Must be Jewish. Oh, the guilt! I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else? Or is there someone you've already courting? Eh? Huh? 2 reactions. Eh? Ha ha! Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I don't mean... how am I going to get out of this one? Not sure how to turn her down gently. Guilt. Of course, Oliver wants to know. I want to know. He. 100%. He stealthed her way into my heart. Very well. I shall relent this time. However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'll be very happy if you give my invitation some thought. Alright. Oh, aren't you the lucky one? Evil. Towering eyes. My brother's girlfriend has eyes that pierce like that. Because you see, like, they seek into your soul, and you're just like, I'm so sorry for things I've never done. Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. A hand on the hip, too. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. Might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. No, I don't. Seems like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous the whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I heard. No doubt about that. Seemed entertained to be around. Entertaining. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. Seems easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made me want what we were doing even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. The board is sus. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around to begin with. I don't recall anyone's ever been Purple Lightning in any of the games I've played. It might have been mentioned, but I don't recall it. A rank is more or less nice you can be, too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee? Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition. After all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our missions. Really? Believable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. And here she is. Purple. I really thought she had red hair. Instructor. How long have you been there? So it looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? More pinkish, I thought. I guess that's kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit. Yep, buffering. Forgot I turned Wi-Fi off earlier. Oh, okay. I thought that was me again. I was like, no! I finally got it fixed. Oh, good. Yeah, I just found out Instructor Sarah's a bracer. Well, ex-bracer. Just got done meeting Prince Olivet and Princess Affine. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have to begin with. It didn't have anything to begin with. Shh, did you hear an old maid sighing? Ooh, what was that? Or did you? Did I what? It might have been Twitch. I've had no issues. I've showed no drop rates at all, so it's not on my end tonight. Oh yeah, I learned about her past. Purple Lightning, all that. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? I don't know much about Claire, though, yet. This is quite an unusual combination. They're out drinking. I learned some of her past. I don't know all of her past. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. I know she was a former bracer. Hate her. But the governor asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh. How's your night going, Grader? Thanks for stopping in, man. Did I what? So I said no. I learned a little bit. I know she's a brazier. I don't know everything she did. What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I even had my chance to explain? Actually, there's a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I know she's an alcoholic bracer. Since she was a bracer, if she's ever been a liberal. I always call it liberal. Who knew that? No one ever corrected me on that. I guarantee she's probably drank with a few other bracers. Oh no, I haven't learned anything about Claire yet. I know they probably worked together at some point. I discussed this with the governor and he decided this would be the best way to handle the issue. Oh, no worries. I miss my car and crossbow. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdallr Central Station, in Dahl. Did you was for Sarah. Hey, Claire. Oh, so you said I hate her. You mean Claire? Yeah, I learned Sarah. I haven't known any Claire. You mentioned that you disliked Claire before. I think I have to restart. Garfield might be fucked me up. Yeah, go ahead and restart. I'll give you... I won't even go anywhere for like 5 seconds. I'm gonna get some more water. So, do your refresh. My water thing used to be over here, but now it's behind me. Maybe this will work better. If not, computer time. Find out. Possibly. You might have had like a little delay when you logged in. It just stayed that way. Yeah, so Fridays. Apparently I'm having network issues on Fridays. It's like every time I have it, it's a Friday. I've had it one time before on a Tuesday, but I'm not sure why. Like, I reset my router Friday. I also did reset my computer. Turned off all the applications. My net speed said they were fine, but the connection rate was just not there. Terrorist. Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. I have a feeling I know what's about to happen with certain Crimson Scorpions. Finding out fees passed. Oh, blew my mind, dude. Blew my mind. You played the crossbow games, right? No, you haven't played the crossbow games, right? At present, it doesn't seem like that terrorist group has established a name for itself. There's a lot of unknowns. Yeah, the right constellation now. Okay, never mind. I won't say anything, but going from crossbow to this one blew my fucking mind. Right. So, you know, basically they are part of the Red Constellation. I say Crimson Scorpions. You find out more about Randy's past, and you played this, so you heard that a certain faction that Fee was in, their leader and a leader of a said faction fought themselves to death. Yes. So, coming to realize that Fee was on the opposite side of that conflict, and her leader and Randy's father. Boom. The ogre. I forget his name, but yeah, he's known as the Red Ogre. Beast, dude. He is a beast. Destroyed me multiple times. But yeah. I was like, oh, I get to see the different sides. It's so cool. Blew my mind. So maybe correctly assuming the man we met in the North Highlands who was trying to start a war as a member. Trying to keep it spoiler free for anyone else who hasn't played the crossbow games. Yeah, she watched the fight. It goes into more details. It doesn't really go into like the battle. Whew. Letty Shirley. Yeah, she's a nightmare too. I'd be correct in assuming the man we met in North Highlands who was trying to start a war as a member. I tried boning. She's like 60. Brah. She would slaughter you and eat you alive. Hot nightmare. 18, look it up. Is she really 18? It's age of consent in some places. Is she 18? No, that makes sense because she's only like a couple years younger than Randy. I think Randy's like 20. No, Randy's like 27. Or 20. He's in the late 20s. So yeah, she would probably be around that. I forget. I thought is he mid 20s? 16. It's legal doesn't make it right. But if she's 18, it's free game. Yeah, he's in mid 20s, I think. I thought someone said he was like late 20s, like 27, but would I be correct in saying? Oh, read that part. Bruh. I have that command. I did have that command. The one that goes, bruh. But it doesn't work anymore. Was that directed towards spoilers, Toa? Or the age limit? I know you. I know you. I'll never see you again. No, he's the one of them. He said his name was Gideon, or G, or something like that. That's what this man encounter in the Highlands was up to. Creator saying they would try to bone Shirley. Shirley's 18, go for it. 16's kind of weird, man. They had a pedo stash thing going on. My cousin, when she was 16, in Ohio, age of consent 16. Man, it does not stop those pedophiles. No conscious. I go, well, why would it? 16's consent. All you gotta do is woo them. Dumb. Also, how do you know I'm not that age? Right, he could literally be 15, 16. He's just very vulgar. If I was that age? But as I get older, gross, man. Get me a lady, a nice mature lady in her late 20s, mid 30s, and I'm a happy person. Especially if they're Asian. I get less vulgar. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's what the man we encountered in the Highlands up to. He does sound like the terrorist group. What's up, Oko? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in, man. Holly was trying to do maps earlier. I don't know if you caught that, if you were on when she was asking. And you think these group are going to try something tomorrow on the first day of the summer festival? That would be new. We're currently operating under the assumption, yeah. Not vulgar unless I'm really mad. Well, this is a different type of vulgar. This is not curse word vulgar. My GPU is a bit borked now. Really? Why? What happened? So I need to take it out for a cleaning. Yeah. I need to clean. Well, mine's doing alright right now. Summer festival lasts 3 days, unless festivals other provinces. Only the first day garners much attention, and it's been a month since the incident in Nord, and they intend to make their next move soon. Tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all. Considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting he'll start to see the acting more openly soon. First you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret, then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. Typical terrorist MO. I see. Yeah, what is this green-blue alien song? One day I was just at the table singing Baby Shark. And you want us to assist with the countermeasures against it? Like Baby Shark. Right, the RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall's military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say that with complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. On either one, video of a CG alien singing I Will Survive. Until it gets the first I Will Survive the song and then disco pop falls on her? Wow. Don't think I've seen this one. Over it is in the link. Speaking of links, Toe, I think you were mentioning something regarding Nightmare or something like that. Vocaloids? I forgot to look that up. There where you come in, you'll be assisting our security measure as a reserve force. Hey, Magic. It'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. It would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP has no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild any more obvious if they had tried. But, well, wow, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially when the guild is concerned. Although it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in crossbow recently. I think I saw him in the crossbow games. So what's gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow, it's totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs to take care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. Summer festival is a busy time after all, lots of little details that need to be squared away. Probably did see Claire. I think she means Lecter. Lecter's not Claire's brother, is he? That's news. No! That's probably Lecter. Lecter's not her brother. Can't be. Not the same color hair. Yeah, but I've seen another blue-haired guy. Lecter doesn't have blue hair. Oh. Oh, I guess. That would make sense. Minor spoiler. Her actual brother doesn't have blue hair. He's blonde. Oh. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in for the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Owie, cat! Okay. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Alright. Noted. He was in the crossbow around this time. I probably met him. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now let's move right along with confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Oh, cat, you're stuck. Pardon me. Same day, 2300. A-rank bracer, huh? I need a game where I play as Sarah. Her actual brother, I doubt you met. Pretty sure the guy never left Erebonia. Oh, her actual. So Lecter is the brother aspect. Okay. Definitely met Lecter. Lots of times. Well, this place sure brings back memories. Up to about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really. Wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher. Seriously. Wait. You did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor? Pretty sure that's who she was talking about. We'll figure it out. So, instructor, what is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Yeah, well, the direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up, but I'm sure you already know that. Culprits were a Jaeger Corp hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Still is, but anyways. Thanks to the dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, and leaving us our hands tied. Eventually, the branches were started closing one by one, with no real prospect to ever reopening. That's how it was. Instructor? Don't worry. Your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. Osborne? Talking about Chancellor Gilead. Yeah, Gilead Osborne. Representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Didn't like this is personal conjecture. The Chancellor hired them and made it look like someone else. I believe, yes. I won't say anything else. Him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. He's like a sister organization, the Railway Military Police. I can believe that conjecture. Anyways, after that, I was out of the job. That's when Principal Vendick came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen for your class homeroom teacher. Sounds like it does say in other game sagas, doesn't it? Erebonia Saga. Not particularly say, but I can't say some incidents hasn't occurred that's very similar to some things that we're talking about right now. But you'll have to play the games to actually find out what happens. Keep it kind of spoiler free. Yeah, well, remember, Crossbell is in the same time frame as Erebonia. So 0 is... Right now, we're in between 0 and Azor for time frames. I still help out the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing up the Jaeger Princess here. That's the first two. Yeah, the second one will go past, or... I haven't played the second one, so Azor takes place 6 months roughly after 0. Right before the conference. So we're actually, I think we might be in Azor time frame. I think the conference is like a month after you start Azor, so roughly. Let's see. Jaeger Princess, huh? Knock it all. That's what happened. You mentioned that Jaeger Corp was responsible for the attacks. What was its name? No, it wasn't the same group Fee was to run with. A recalled gesture, not a particular high-ranking bit. And I would be in the time frame of Azor right now. Yep. Yeah, I would be in Azor right now. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corpse. No. It would not, actually. If a certain someone shows up, it is not. Which makes it really weird because a certain someone showed up, but in a certain game something happens and they won't possibly show up. Anyways, from the sound of it, Jaeger Corp's fee belonged to was a pretty large one. Zephyr didn't sound like a very big corp, very powerful one. Yeah, I think, see, Zephyr the name and the way they describe that reminds me of a guild I used to run on Lineage 2. We weren't a big one. We weren't a big guild at all. We had probably like 40 members, right? But we were strong. We took out an entire alliance ourselves. 8-clan alliance. That were probably like 200-300 people strong of high levels. And we whooped their ass. We were strategic. We attacked when we needed to. 40 members sounds bigger than Zephyr. Probably, but when you compare it to a 200 team, and not all of them were fighters either. I think most of them were low levels. I think we probably only had about 20 people that were high enough rank to do the battle. But anyways, from the sound of it, the Jaeger Corp fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Definitely. She was with the Zephyr. The leader was the insidious guy known as Jaeger King, so it was a big one. You name the combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation. Yeah, the Red Constellation. Well, I thought. No, I call them the Crimson Scorpions. Which has its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. Zephyr's probably bigger. This doesn't really sound like it outside these comments. Crimson Scorpions is there. Yeah. That's why I called them Crimson Scorpions, because I saw the insignia. I couldn't remember the Red Constellation. I couldn't remember the name of it. Until you mentioned it. Or typed it. It's hard to believe that all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately have any part of any Jaeger Corp. Thought you were trying to not spoil a name. I am trying to not spoil a name. He's mentioned in this game, but I won't say much else. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things: money and fighting. And there's the name. The Gideon guy you encountered is in the North Highlands. Doesn't seem to fit the description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say that he's acting some kind of deep-seated grudge. Grudge, huh? Answer me this question, and this will put me in a right time frame. Does Gideon show up again? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I've never met him myself, Commander G, so Gideon was the guy you were trying not to spoil? No. If that's who Commander G is, that's not who I thought. Okay. Maybe the conference takes place in... It doesn't make it. Because the conference doesn't take place to Azor. Or did we start that off? See, I can't remember now. No, he was... Definitely that. I'm trying to remember. Well, I don't... This particular moment spoils a lot. And I'm trying to think in my head, trying to piece this together, because conference is next month. Azor has the conference. But... Maybe it was only a month. Maybe it was a month. I don't think it was a 6-month gap. If it's a month later, trade conference is next month, so in the same time frame. Yeah, it would be easier if I said it, but I don't want to spoil it. It's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. There's actually quite a few details about the conference in Cold Steel. It's not even about the conference, it's about Gideon. He was definitely that. Which means you're really going to have to step up our patrol tomorrow. It would. 100% would. It'd ruin the end of Zero. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, too. So, all that better. Yeah, I watch all the time. I'm actually watching a few new ones out there. They're super long names. But one is basically how the realists saved a kingdom. It's on season 2. Another one, I think just ended. It was about a reborn assassin who has to kill the hero. He was brought into another world to kill the hero. Recent one is about a guy who is really good at making those Hina dolls, those little real classy Japanese dolls, and making outfits. And some girl comes up to him, finds out he sews, and wants him to make this outfit for her. I can't remember the name. Yeah. No, he blinked. He totally blinked. He totally blinked. Anyways, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. Ah. What do you recently watch, Rocco? The instructor never changes, does he? Did you know there's actually a Trials in the Sky anime? Apparently it's really bad. You sure? I haven't seen the new Digimon. It's on the site I watch, but I haven't watched the Digimon in a long time. They seem more talkative than usual. Feels like she's pushed herself. Now that you mention it. Is it? I might have to check it out. She did seems far from forthcoming with information. If I could place the time frame, because what is the time frame between Zero and Azor? Do you know that? I know it's got to be a few months, because the new game coming out is supposed to take place between those few month gaps. She did seem far more forthcoming with the information. I thought it was like 6 months than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace. Might be right. So I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Many of my favorite anime are terrible and should never have existed. But those are good animes, though. A good anime is a good anime. I like Is It Wrong to Pick Up Chicks in a Dungeon? That was a good anime. Apparently the game isn't even set in Moria. Really? That's weird. Agreed. Alright, well, I guess I'll figure that out when that game comes out. The sooner we get to the report written, the sooner we get to sleep. I have the Danmachi light novels. Never watched those. I've read those. I don't buy it because of something said in 4. Got tired of waiting for the next season. Nothing wrong with that. Read the light novels. I've done that plenty of times. I've read the mangas to catch up on some anime.
Keep up the good work.
Next day, 1 a.m. Gideon. Who are you? This is where I need like DP or DJ in here so she can help me piece that timeline together. I tend to prefer the ins and out. The ins. Or manga.
The time is finally at hand.
Yeah, you can see his glasses. Yeah, he's the occult leader. He creates, well, shit. I can't say that because that's a spoiler as well.
At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber.
That is totally not Marcus. Yeah! He's got facial hair. Yeah! I know I say glasses. But it really could have been.
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
Sorry. Is he really the guy that was dressed in black? I don't think he is.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us.
I know this flute.
Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name.
Yeah. The OG cult. Like, I get a proper disguise, bro. He really don't care.
My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all.
Well, a certain dynamic flute, we'll just say.
Yeah!
Yeah. Well, it's not in the Zor. Already know attached. Probably. Dar, I am sorry for spoiling so much for you, man. I'm trying not to. That's how I don't know how you know what it is. Well, this is in between. Getting is N0. Just put that much. Alright, I'm going to check the Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police Command Post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Will do, instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be on point of contact. Yeah. Boil the hell out of it. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona, thanks for the breakfast. Good thing. So much easier. I can discuss it better. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Remo, is that Mommy Neometis there? Remo, you played Crossbow, right? You played them all, right? Wouldn't either. I arrived at the perfect time. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything. I need help with some time framing. I played every game except for okay. I need help with time framing. Where are we at in time framing? Because Gideon and Zero. Because we're still not in the time frame of Zero anymore, right? We should be in the time frame of Zor. Dr. Sarah said she'd contact us around noon too. I'm kind of lost in the time frame aspect right now. Right now, it's only a month from the convention. The convention around this time should have been Azor, right? Seems Azor starts 1 month before the trade conference. Yeah. Okay, so Cold Steel 1 runs parallel with 0. Azor runs parallel with well, obviously Azor runs parallel with Azor. But right now, we're a month from the conference, which is Azor. I get you. Okay, I figured that's what you meant. Azor runs for Crossbelt too. But the thing is, the time frame right now, because in Azor was the conference, roughly a month before that, right? If I can remember that correctly, because I played them back to back, it kind of all blurs together. It's like one big game because I literally jumped right into the next game. Because I don't think the conference was in 0. Ja. Guessing the city is going to be packed with people since it's first day of the summer festival. Yep, the conference was a massive set piece. You finally get to see how Psycho Shirley is. Right, but I'm trying to do time frame. No, the conference was... Okay, so it was Azor. So right now, we're in Azor's time frame in Crossbell 1. For me, it was 3. I saw how psycho she was. So that's the thing. 0 is done. Gideon's still here. So I'm lost in that aspect. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free as I can. Yes, I'm so lost because of that. Charlie was cool. Reason why we need to stay especially vigilant. Alright, leave the old guild buddy now. Let's give that a save. I'm going to cut a lot of that out when I highlight later. So, without spoiling anything, the earlier game, Sky FC, takes place 20... Right. The newest game is 1208. Cold Steel 1.0 is 1204, I believe. Uh-huh. That's not answering my question. Right now, this is... So, going from this. Alright, we have 0, Azor. At the end of 0, blank blanked. Alright? We blanked him. Alright? He went blank, and we blanked him. We're in Azor. Blank is alive. I don't know, man. Did he blank his blank? Let's go. I'm so lost with that. That's what's throwing me for a loop. Leave the building. Now there's a hidden quest you can do. First go to Vanquer Street. And speak to Bond near the entrance to Biofrost. Bond. James Bond. You've got to be Bond. You're holding a suitcase. Bond. Is that him? No, it's not. That's kind of funny. Awesome. I do hope he notices coming back here. I wonder what's wrong. I don't know. He kind of stands out in that suit. Though, we should ask. Excuse me, is something the matter? Are you speaking to me? As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find the owner of this briefcase. A lost briefcase, huh? It's a bomb! Where'd you find it? Slow down now. I'm not quite accurate to say that I found it, or that he lost it. I actually have this exact briefcase. As fate would have it, I bumped into the owner of this one earlier, which led to us mistakenly taking each other's. That's ridiculously unlucky. What an absurd coincidence. I could scarcely believe it myself. So yeah, that's what I'm lost at right now. Rimu. I couldn't remember. Okay, I looked it up. So all Crossbell, Zor, and Zero take place in the year 2004. The events of Cold Steel 1 and most of Cold Steel 2 take place during the same year at the same time. Though Cold Steel 2 does go a little beyond. Okay, so we are still at this point in the game right now into the Azor game, right? From just the Crossbell games. From Crossbell 0 to Azor. We're in Azor's time. Yeah, you're in Azor. Okay. Why is he alive? How the fuck is getting alive? I could scarcely believe it myself. He came back here at the moment. I realized he'd hoping he'd do the same, but he'd had to turn up. Maybe you're right, Greta. Maybe he faked it. Could be a continuality thing with Neon Falcon. Maybe. I assuming that this world be the very beginning of Azor. Seeing how the trade conference hasn't happened. Right. I'm trying not to spoil it, but it's driving me nuts. Trying to find out why this dude is there. Maybe they forgot he died before they trade con. Maybe. That's the only logical thing I can think of because, like I said, I'm really not trying to spoil anything. I apologize. That is irking the shit out of me. So he's yet to turn up. That explains things. I played Cold Steel 1 through 4 before Azor, so you best believe I lost when I realized that Kenny was the same dude. Okay, I'm not the only one. Shh. No. Absolutely not. That's what I mean. It's like I'm so lost. Regardless, I plan on waiting here for a while longer. It boggles my mind. Let's just say you don't want to run afoul of the red constellation. Yeah. Thank you for lending me a friendly ear, though. You're welcome. Alright. We'll just say it's Falcom's goof. And just be done with it. That's just driving me nuts. Did we offer him a Adrian? Someone just forgot. Mistakes do have... Oh, yeah. If it's a mistake, that's fine. We'll just chop it up to a mistake. Like I said, it's just... I kept going further and further in the spoilers, and I don't really want to. But Rimu knows what I'm talking about, though. Dude, if he reincarnated in Crossbell in a type beard, I'd shoot myself. It's not in the reincarnated in the Crossbell, I reincarnated in this one. I mean, to be fair, Trails is such an expansive series with so much lore that one consistent timeline the eras are bound. That is very true. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't losing my damn mind. Thank you for confirming that it's more likely a mistake. Because Shirley is a redhead and her dad's terrifying regarding her. Her dad's a beast. Okay, anyways. Yeah, there's so much doubt. It's completely understandable. And I think, did the Crossbell games come before this or after this? Release date-wise. Don't mind if we lent you a hand. You might be able to find him if we ask around. Are you sure? I feel terrible burdening you like that. But simply waiting for him to return may be the best effective method here. You know what's crazy when we can assume that Randy's dad was stronger than Shirley's. Yeah. And even top that off, the Jaeger King was as strong as him. As Randy's father. That's terrifying as fuck. No, not even Crossbell Zamoria during the period, unless I was somehow Tivoli or Elder. I don't know. Crossbell came before these games. Okay. So it's... okay. But simply waiting for him to return may not be the most effective method. Because I know some people have... I know Toa hasn't played it. I'm really sorry about spoiler related there, Toa, if you're still with us. This is just driving me nuts. Don't worry about us. Snuffle, you're so kind. Are you truly sure about this? No, we weren't. Thank you so much. No, Zeldic, well, at least, yeah. Zero released 2010, originating Cold Steel was released 2013. Okay. That makes a little more sense, because if Crossbow games came out after, I'm sure they would have figured something. Well, no, actually it probably would have made more sense if Crossbow games. Thank you so much. Alright, I'm going to be relying on you, and I should probably introduce myself. My name is Bond. I'm currently employed as a broker in Crossbow. Bond. There was a Bond in Crossbow. I've only come here to Heimdall a few times, so I'm not all that familiar with it. Your kindness means a lot to me. I'm glad we noticed you too. Yeah, no one wants to be in a situation like this while they're abroad. Yeah, he's the guy from Crossbow. I'm so happy we're finally getting the Crossbow games in the West because people need to play them. They do. Absolutely do. Like I said, I don't get a lot of views and such, but this game, this whole series needs more push. Like, it needs serious push. I like that Neo Matters doing these. He brought it to a lot of people's attention. I would love to do the same, but, you know, that big of a streamer. They're the peak of the series, in my opinion. Sky is really good also, though. You should just play them all. Would you mind telling us about the owner of this briefcase? Of course, he was a rather odd fellow, wearing both a suit and a hat. Oh, and there's a guidebook in this briefcase that details the major attractions of the summer festival, too. Attention Prince Alfred's limousine passing through the Garnier district during the afternoon's parade. And next, that was a little note that read, "Don't miss this." That's about all I can tell you, unfortunately. And there might be I think that might have been enough. Guess we should ask around in the Garnier district first, then. Yeah, might be there already. Finding him should prove too difficult with the description we received. Especially when my head is pounding thinking of that whole, oh my god, exact model briefcase to look forward to. If I say why it's a spoiler, but then the DLC of 4 is also a spoiler. My favorite series all the time. Watch Neo stream all of the games and his passion for the series. He does. I was watching him. But he was so far ahead of me, I stopped watching him because I didn't want spoilers because I was right behind him. He was literally only like a game ahead of me. Then he flew through the Cold Steel games. Like, they're supposed to be long. I'm loving this game. I am so happy I play this game. I don't like the guy, honestly. What, Neo? So how do you feel about being 6 games into the franchise and still knowing nothing about Ouroboros? Discouraged, disappointed. Also happy because it means I'm both going to learn more, but then I heard that even after all the games, you still don't know anything. I don't think we've met all the enforcers either. I bet we never find out about them. He seems to play longer and more often. Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, I generally stream, well, I stop. You see me, I stop for like 20 minutes. If I was playing these when I first streamed, I'd be done with them. Of course, I'd be done with them. But I used to stream 16 hours a day. T reminded me of why I hate Blue Bank last round too. Nice, done that one. Especially when you know the exact model. Anyways, speaking of which, is there any notable in your briefcase? See, I've never been one for... Neo has, he can really get those expression out. So I'm like, oh my god! This dude has so much character and expression. He can capture an audience better than me. Way better than me. Which is good. I'm glad he deserves it. I wish him well. It's awesome he got partner. I'll put 145 hours in Cold Steel 3 and 150 into 4 alone. They're massive. The reason I don't like Neo, if I said there's horses in 2, he says no spoilers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's understandable. What do you think? Overreactions? The bunny plush I bought for my daughter would stand out the most. I understood. Or keep that in mind. Yeah, some people, even the little details like that are considered spoiler. They want 100% blind playthrough. Maybe we're fake, maybe not. Maybe it's actually legit. I don't know. We'll keep that in mind. Maybe he's just good at acting. I don't know. I have no problem with Neo. I think Neo's a good guy. I'll start searching immediately. But thank you. I really hope to find him. I used to do better voice impressions too, but you know, after reading all this stuff, you just get dead. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Same tone. Yes. Yes, Fee. Yes, Laura. I think even the definition, it's not. Not every streamer will appeal to everyone. Exactly, and that's defined. Like, every game will appeal to everyone. I say that all the time. When I tell people that I enjoy something, I was like, to me, I enjoyed it. But it might not be for everyone. I enjoy the Sky games, but some people might not like it because they might not like the art style, might not like the story. Like that. And worst part is, other people were spoiling stuff and he didn't tell them that. No, that's understandable. Right. I know there are people who think Trails is trash, and that's fine. It doesn't affect me, not in my life. Yeah. You don't like it, you don't like it. I think fighting games are basically mostly trash. I don't like them. The old Street Fighter games, I never liked them. I think, well, they're not trash, but I don't think they're great games. What I said is all I know about Kuro, Reverie, Hijimari. Not sure Green was in it. My heart! I did this. Like, I think I didn't even think that yet. What am I doing? I forgot. I may not have like over like the reaction, but I don't play these for. I mean, I love playing the games, but I stream because I enjoy chatting with people. I like talking about the games. So when some minor kind of spoiler thing comes up, I'm not gonna get. I won't get mad about it. Like, oh, well, that sucks. Okay, let's proceed on with the game. I'm still playing. It's not like I'm gonna quit. Did somebody say Rin? Rin! Oh, she's such an adorable character. I went to Reverie stream to see if the guy knew when they'd released in English. Turned out he didn't even know English. Japanese streamer. I was there for like 15 seconds. Okay, anyway, so where are we at? Near the entrance plaza, barge fast. Choose the first option, help him out. Leave the area and go to Garner District. I love guides. And like I said, I follow a guide. This is 100% spoiler. The guide I followed for Azor blanked out boss names and everything else. Speak to Jonathan, the man running the juice stall near the hotel. Juice stall. Right there. That's not Jonathan. That's Jonathan. So I saw one character I recognized. One thing I liked about Borzy is his reactions are genuine. Hi, Borzy! I haven't been on Borzy's stream in a long time. Front of the hotel shows a green. I know. Where are the maps? I never pay attention to that stuff. Really should. But thank you. Welcome. Are you here from some fresh juice? Unfortunately, not. See, I eventually wanted to like set up my voice mod to have like voices for each character and everything else like that. But I was like, but then I would have to know who the characters are, and I've played the game before, and that's a lot of work. My voice mod's not working right now, anyways. Fortunately, not. There's something we'd like to ask you. Yeah, when I Rimu, when I found out B's backstory and linked it together, Laddie D&D? What is play D&D. I want to play Demio. It's a VR D&D game. Then your voice mods will be fun. Oh, I love it. Believe me, if I got voice mods playing Demio, I would. What was I saying? Yeah, so when I found Fee's background and the red constellation and Zephyr, all that stuff, I was like, oh, there's connections. He asked Jonathan if he'd seen a man in Bond had described to him. I'm what's that? Neverwinter is a D&D type game I enjoyed. I saw a guy like that not long ago, actually. It was exactly matched. Yep, old man with a briefcase wearing a suit and hat. With a fedora. Zephyr. Hey, mister. I know, right? She'd correct me, too. DJ like, it's wrong! I'm sorry, it's Zephyr. There's a Y at the end. It's just hidden. The fry. Bingo! That must be him. What is it? Is this a fry? As you said, how can you pronounce something wrong after hearing it just a few minutes ago? I'm just that way. So is the Y hidden, though? He even said the name earlier, and I still didn't say it. We're actually trying to find him. Did he tell you anything that might have given you an idea of where he was going? He did ask me if it was a good place to sit down. That was a good place to sit down and relax around here. Exactly. It's different if they never said it. Yeah, I know. Zephyr. Yeah, but that's just the way I am. I called Ren the entire time. Someone corrected me. I was like, it's Reen. It will forever be Reen. I get why they called her Rend, but it's Reen. Like, it should be R-N-E. Like, R-N-E. R-E-N-E. I also meant, so I called her, oh, it wasn't until the Crossbow games that I actually called her Ren, but all this guy called her Reen. I also mentioned, well, certain Sky games. He wanted somewhere simple since everything else is so expensive. I honestly thought it was Reen myself till they said it. It's Reenie, actually. Yeah, Reenie. It just sounds better. It's called Reen. Like Ren. Yeah, Ren. So where do you tell him to go? I recommend Alto Street, which isn't too far from here. In retrospect, maybe I should have been more specific in recommending a store. Oh, where's Elliot lives? Hey. If that's where he is, I'll be checking Elliot's... Then checking Elliot's probably... Wait. Oh. Probably the best bet. Oh, God, reading. Allow us to make our way there, then. Thank you for your cooperation. No worries. Remu, thank you very much for the help with that time frame, man. I appreciate it. I still prefer pronunciation. Renee is how I pronounced it. Renee. Renee. I got 13 Jedi. Renee's. Anyways, way to ruin that mood. Alto Street. Renee. It does. Renee. So, like, Renee. It does. I like Renee. I always call it Reen, though. All French to me. Look familiar. Excuse me, old man. Hey, Reen, check out the briefcase over there. Must be the guy we're looking for. I believe it's a French word, actually. Yeah, well, a lot of the things they use in this area has a French name or French, I guess, background. They used a lot of it in references. Must be the guy you're looking for. Excuse me. Like, I found a few names in here that are French. Like, Etole. I think it's how you say it. I'm not good with pronunciations. As you clearly see this. Why, hello there. Is there something you need from me? Funny you should ask. Green explained to mix up with the man and asked him to check the contents of his briefcase. Really? Well, let me check. The bomb in that briefcase. Oh no, this really isn't my case. You're right. Please, take me to the bond person right away. Bond is in Crossbell. I wonder what he actually... What do you mean? Please accept my apologies for not noticing sooner. I don't come to Heimdall that often either, so your quick thinking saved us both. Oh no, I can't take credit for this. It's all thanks to these students that things worked out. All I did was stand here and wait. I have a feeling I scared Toa away with the spoilers. I'm so sorry, Toa. This is gonna sound like a weird question, but would you mind opening your briefcase? We think you may have the wrong one. Oh, you mean, I wonder what he's actually... Oh my. Could you imagine what's in that briefcase? These young men and women are so kind. Once again, allow me to express my thanks to all of you. Or Mags. Not everyone would take the time to search for me like you did. I'd like to second that. Part of me was worried that I wouldn't be able to return to Crossbell. But now I can, all thanks to you. Yeah, you see this guy in Crossbell game. Ah, there's no... Wait. Again, a time frame match. Come on. There's no need to thank us, really. We didn't do much. Totally true. Please take this. It's a little something from Crossbell. It's not much, but I hope it'll convey my appreciation. Running Mishy. Hey, it's a Mishy! We meet again, Mishy. He likes Mishy too. There, we can have this? I insist. Thank you, but your child. Is there anything else you need to go before we leave? No, I think everything is going to be just fine. Yeah. Well, I'm sure they used to turn him for something. That's what the guide says. I feel bad. Thank you again. All right. To move the main story, you'll have to visit the many locations in Heimdall and make your inspection. They are usually marked with red exclamation marks on the map. Part of interest include do not go to the Matter Park yet. It says do not go to Matter Park. They're bold letters. Next stream, I think you should try to make it through the entire next chapter. If I stop chatting, yes. You see me. Give me one reason. I'm like, let me set my thing down. Just chat. This is what I'm here for. The game's just fillers. All right, so where are we at? Yeah, I won't make it through because there's a dungeon coming up. All right. We are near the end. It's just going to be a lot of stuff. Alright, so we need to go to the Plaza Bifrost Cafe. Literally, like right here. Well, it just says not to go yet. We want to go through all this. The cafe is up top. Hey, Crow. Woohoo! You get AP for going there through the underground pass. This thing should tell me that.
I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys.
Yeah, next stream we'll definitely finish off this chapter.
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the Academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning?
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors! We're not allowed to place bets!
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
Still gambling. Not really. Minor spoiler. Crow tells Angelica to stop filling up Lady Luck. I believe it.
If only we all had such boundless energy.
You know the treasure comments when you see a fancy chest. Yeah.
All right, time for some serious prank.
No, really? He says it during some of those. Oh, that'd be great.
I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Brag. I like Angelica's. Always happy to lay my hands on another chest.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Song district. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess. Let me win that prize.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you.
He reminds me so much of Lecter. So much. Like Angelica always. Maybe Angie's fills up Adus.
Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
Once at the north exit of Vanquire Street, he will notice someone suspicious. Except Lecter always wins. Not the truth. What's wrong? Did you notice something? Thought I sensed someone suspicious. You think it was one of the terrorists? Dude's got the power of that black lady from Deadpool 2. Luck is always on my side. Didn't she eventually die? No, she lived, because Luck was always on her side. Why I don't like Lecter either. Too much like Crow. But Lecter's first, so Crow would be like Lecter. Yeah, she stayed. That was the other guy who says, hey, it sounds like fun. He's on the deck. I typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like these. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Well, it could have been one of them. Either way, there's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. That is all there is to investigate the Vanquire Street. Time to move to another areas of the city. Alright, Milton. North exit to Alter Street. Alto, like music. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Hello, boy. Did you get chewed out by the middle of the night yet? Yes. When he and Laura did their duel. Then I fought Magnus and Reen. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. Because it became very sus of Elliot. He's like, what made y'all tired? And these girls come out all spring chicken. The boys are exhausted. That it was late and they had... Yeah, it was very... If I heard that, I would go, oh, I need details. The Doc Healer, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome back. It's been a while. It's pretty interesting rumor floating around the moment that someone just vanished all of a sudden. Good to see you. How's life treating you? Did you just say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I don't know. This is some good stuff. It might even be too juicy to share. Speak up. Or I'll force it out of you. Right. Come on, ladies. Force it out of them. Okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. It's not a Reen and Alyssa type thing. That'd be my reply. Been alright. Busy with school. How's school, man? It's busy. You back to in-class learning for your college? So yeah, like I said, someone from one of my apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found that the room was empty, as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite a curious situation, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Yeah. Do you think of this might be related to the terrace in some way? I think so. Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there, you seem like you've got some good material. What's about this tearing wrist? Come on, fill me in. Tearing wrist. Don't worry, it's nothing important. Tearing wrist. I never read it like that before. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed. I think we'll do well just to keep the story in mind. Same with online. Don't trust people with the virus. Yeah, fair enough. You get a cold. What this Omicron one is. The sooner you get it, the better. Think of the natural immunity plus your booster. But no worries, man. Do what you feel safe doing. Terrace wouldn't, but cultists would. I don't trust people anyway, so I'm good. Alright. Raquel Palace, North End. Yeah, well, the virus is not going away anytime soon, man. You're just gonna have variant. But, on a positive note, if you have been updated, this recent Omicron is basically the sniffles. Now, it will affect everyone differently, but the majority of people, it's sniffles. So, just like now. I personally would take the online classes anyways because I hate crowded places, and colleges are crowded places. I doubt cultists would be nice enough to leave the key. I think they would. To leave no traces behind.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
They must have all come to see the Imperial family's parade.
Apparently, just letting Omicron run rampant is the best way to make COVID endemic. Generally, that's what I'm hearing as well, and I agree to, because if you let everyone get it, they build up natural immunity. You have natural resistance, not a boosted one that causes higher variants. Free housing and free red Kool-Aid. Pretty nice to me. This Kool-Aid tastes funny. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I won't even worry about it after 5 minutes. This place sure looks festive today. Imperial Family's parade starts here, doesn't it? I had a lady come in today. She wore 3 masks. Because I like my mask. I was like, I can't hear a word you're saying. You got 3 masks on. Like, do what you want. But don't talk to me because I can't hear a word you're saying. It's literally like this. I can't understand what you're saying. 3 is overkill. It really is. 2 is overkill. 3 is just dumb. Do what you want. I'm not going to tell you not to. You want to wear 10 masks? Wear 10 masks. Don't force it on me. Must be cosplaying Kenny. Probably. In fact, more than 2 can actually be worse than 1. Oh. Yeah. It's pretty nuts. You guys see that teacher that taped a mask to a student's face? Oh, man. Talk about lawsuit. That's pretty nuts. And special security arrangements for the event are that the limousines that they'll be using have high quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives too. I guess you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard too. Seeing them in person appears those stories were all true. I heard about several times something like that happened. Yeah, there was one recent event. It was not mass related. The student threw away a waffle she didn't want. A lunch lady grabbed the waffle from the trash and forced the student to eat it. And this is in front of the principal. On camera. Our schools are shit. There should be a baby in public school, though. There's many reasons. All of them. Majority of them. They should be able to handle a crisis that may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Draco's Pass. Must be city, yada yada yada. I heard about that. But I have no confirmation if that was a legit one or a fake one. I heard about something about the stables. The tape I've actually read a few articles on, and she like, you see it, but I don't care what it was, still f***ed up. People are nuts. Go to 100. What? Don't go to Matter Park. Damberto. It's Damberto. That's the name. That's the, that almost sounds like Italian. Damberto. Damberto. It's Damberto. Damberto. What is the Adios name? What they're supposed to do now? You're telling me, young folks these days can't count any of them. And there's some kind of problem here? No, you're those students from yesterday. Well, you could, probably didn't happen where I live. I actually saw the child. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't read a news article on that one. I heard about it, something, but I never read a news article with it. I hope that person got fired and charged with assault. Here's those students from yesterday. After a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem in our hands right now. Yeah, I had the Delta variant probably, and that one kicked my ass. But I took my chances like I said I was. Give me the Omicron. I'll take and get more natural immunity. What kind of problem? Well, it's nothing you need to worry about. But at least last night, a bunch of your younger workers up and quit, just like that. Most of them hadn't been here more than half a year. They just started really getting used to work, too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown out of whack. Significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Nah. This one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems, after all. Yeah. They were gonna quit. They could have at least stuck around long enough to train the replacements. I bet they got all caught up in the festive hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work, right? Definitely had a staple marks on his face. Not even related to the kid, and I wanted to hospitalize the teacher. I would too! I'd break that teacher's nose. I get an assault charge. Fucking staple, you loony ass piece of shit. If that story's legit. I believe it. Just saying. Something about the sounds kind of fishy. You get that people who have been all excited about the school festival, summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs. The timing does seem suspicious. Yeah. Let's keep this in the back of our minds for now. That's all there is, and then investigate this area. Yada yada. Speaking of attempted murder charges. Oh no, if you break it just right, you can get attempted murder charges. So in Russia, a man was charged with murder for killing a person who molested his daughter. Stabbed the person 38 times, cut off his genitals, cut off his nipples. He got off. He got off, and they said the rapist committed suicide. In Russia, suicide, it's common suicide, stabbing himself 38 times in the back. Oh, Jesus. Now, don't get me wrong, murder is terrible. But any pedophile needs to die. Just quick. Right. Bam! Just... whatever. You mess with a child. Die. Just... Should have been 38. Excellent. I agree. He probably got tired. He cut off his balls too and nibbles. That takes time. Anyways, not talk about gruesome behaviors here, but you know, it's just an article I read. Oh, okay. It wasn't an article. It was something I heard on podcast. Entrance to the underground waterway, Oz District. And here's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in the residential area? Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall. They find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they should go near them. That puts me at ease. But it is. So, what semester are you on there, Healer? You almost done with the your year? Or your school in general? Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody is in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. What? And what does that mean? It's like that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out. Then they erased any evidence that would suggest they had, or have seen our footprints in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? That is super long. I started a new semester last week. How many more years you got? Those are like 4 semesters, right? How many semesters you got left? I've heard similar things. Guy harassing a senior in a bar, getting kicked out, pulled knife on Marines, doing boys for tots donation thingy. I think I've heard that. Tripped off on the sidewalk with 13 missing teeth. Jaw broken in 3 places. Broken nose, broken arm, both hands broken, etc. It's a hell of a fall. Awesome, man. Congrats. I really hope it goes well for you. 1 year, you can be done with it. Find whatever you can use your... I don't know what you went in for, but hopefully you find a job with the career you're searching for, man. Let's see. Not completely. Doesn't hurt to keep it back out of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Oz District. The hotel. The underground passageway to reach the Matter Park. This will net you 2 AP that you will miss if you would commute to Matter Park. So, we need to go to Brunner Street. That's awesome, man. Keep up the good work. Down here. Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Hmm. I said the hotel. Did I say the opera house? Yes, I know Vita. I know Vita. I think you mentioned her before that she made an appearance. Sky 3rd. Oh. That's why I just went ahead and ported. So we meet again. Did you come all the way here just to see me? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ramu! We got her! It's waifu. Was Sky. Not crossbow. Sky 3rd. Opening area. Miss Clatidel. Whatever. I don't even think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here at part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. I would have liked to seen her in that game. Especially with Ark and Seal. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you are able to make peace too. You don't like her? I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us Oh, it's 2 days ago. Oh, probably for good reason. I'll find out later. She's a special enforcer. Bet. All right, I have. All I'll say is, pick the damn side. Fair enough. She's with the Ouroboros. I suppose. Oh, I was right. Just had a feeling that might be the case. Called a woman's intuition. One of the bigger ones? Ninja. Yeah. I just had a feeling that might be the case. Called a woman's intuition. Anyways. Have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of the beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully these past couple nights. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. Did? There were 2 of them walking in the back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. And they noticed me trying to sneak a peek. They panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? Sometimes I wish I was reading with this life's memories. Oh man, going to a school with a bunch of hot chicks. Probably does. A plan? That does sound rather suspicious. Although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. Hee hee. I went to mental service. Still, I love to stay in here to talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked at the moment. Sorry, getting tired. Are you busy doing something for the festival? I probably could have finished this chapter tonight if I wasn't chit-chatting so much. Hot chicks too, but usually not. Okay. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes. I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at the banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to the rehearsal for it. See. We should go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that. Obviously. But, well, good luck. We wish you all the best. Same to you. Anyways, goodbye for now. Alright, so, gotta make sure we go through the sewer. That's a pro for you. Even when you wished her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is in the investigation of the Granier district. Time to move on to another one. Alright, so we need to go in here. And we'll save here. Call it there, and we'll pick this up Wednesday. Random question. Before you leave for a field study, have you seen a chick wearing a hat, jeans, glasses coming out of radio? Yes, I have. She's the one that does the transistor radio thing. I do, Dark. I'm all caught up. Yeah, I'm all caught up to date. Just finished off the Lufenia using. Well, that's super easy. I finished off the Lufenia a few times to finish off the orbs. So all my characters that are capable of getting 90 are still 90. Do you still play? There, Vivilina. I used, for the Lufenia Plus, I used Machinus green, Yustola BT green. And originally I used Selfie. But then I went back and cleared it 3 more times with each of the characters just to finish off the ultimate weapon orbs. I've finally been able to do Lufenia Pluses. Awesome! Do you by chance have a Sid Mal combo or by chance a Yustola with BT and Machinus BT? Use Onion Knight to Lufenia for the ultimate missions. I did Onion Knight last time. This most recent one, I did the new 3 characters. I don't have Zell's LD, but I plan on using. He's 90 right now. I plan on using him on the next cycle. Angel Dudes, Lavinia Plus, I use Noctis, Renoa, and Sarah. I bet you that would work. Yeah, with Machinus and Y'shtola, giving either with Selfie, if you have her LD, or with a call of a Sid, Reigns. If you green his LD, he just does 12 plus million in his burst mode. It's sick. For the boosted characters. I meant for the missions. Oh. Went back to the Medusa chapter, the thing that came out today, you know. Ah, that makes sense. Nothing enough for the boosted? If you're clearing the Lufinias and such, you should have enough for the boosted to boost them to 90. But, ladies and gentlemen, I need to call that one a night. Thank you for joining. Dark, it's good to hear that you're doing well in your classes, man. I hope this is your last year and you can knock it out, find yourself a nice job, relax, play lots of Dissidia. Vader, thank you very much for hanging out. Rimu, although you kind of disappeared. And Toa, thank you very much. Kira, thank you for hanging out. Lurkers, thank you very much. I will be back Wednesday. I'm your host, Spider-Man S'more. Yeah, Wednesday, more Cold Steel. Tomorrow night, Jackbox night for those interested. Join in, play some Jackbox games, have some fun. Night, guys.